Hi and welcome. On this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to crochet these beautiful little hats. So this one is done by single crochet and this one is done by half double crochet. You can also see that there's a fluffy pom-pom, and this one here was a pom-pom that I just made. So items you're going to need are pom-pom of your choice, scissors, hook to match your yarn, darning needle and yarn. Now the yarn that I am using today is the King Cole Timeless Chunky, and you can see here 6mm hook is required and I'm using a 6mm hook. If you're an absolute beginner, I do recommend working with a chunky yarn and a 6mm hook. I also recommend working with a cream or a lighter coloured yarn because it's easier to see the stitches than a darker colour. Greens are awful to see stitches in. So I'm going to start. I have completed, so it's going to be a quick tutorial, but I promise it's really simple and straightforward. Believe it or not, this makes the hat. So you're just doing a straight crochet in your choice. I like the half double, which is here, but I also love the single crochet. So I'm going to start the two off and let you know them stitches. And this is completely suitable for an absolute beginner. So let's get started. So to start, we create a slip knot. And how I create my slip knots are, I'm going to zoom this in a wee bit so you get a good view. So I create my slip knots like so. I hang this bit over my finger, pull this in and over to create like an X, and pull this over top, insert your hook and pull tight, and that is your slip knot. So from here, this is a newborn, not 3 months actually, this size. And this is the nice thing about this pattern. The only thing you're going to do is to size up is just chain more on your foundation chain, because the foundation chain is going to be your height, and then do more rows for the width of the hat. There's loads of little, what am I trying to say? Like, I can't get my words out. I really do apologise. I'm not well. You can probably hear the sound in my throat. Graphs on Google. If you just put into Google newborn sizes, adult size hat, child size hat, whatever size hat you want. That's my tumble drying background, so I do apologise. Okay, so from here I'm just going to chain 10 to get started. It's not going to be the size, but it's just for reference sake on what you do. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so again, you chain to whatever size you want. This here was 25 for the newborn, 25 with a 6mm hook. Obviously, if you're going to go up a hook, if you're using super chunky yarn, or if you're coming down again to like using a DK with a 4mm hook, it's going to change the size. So I really do recommend getting like a wee tape measure and just measuring it out on the circumference that you need the hat to be. To do a half double crochet, we're going to go in to the second from the hook. So that's the first, this is the second. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. through 3, like so. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, you have 3 on the loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. Yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, and you will continue this the whole way to your chain count. So your foundation chain probably will curl at the end, but don't worry, it will all straighten itself out. Like so. And then what we're going to do is, for the half double crochet pattern, you have to chain twice. If it's a single crochet, you just chain the once, but I'm going to go through the single crochet as well. I'm going to pull out a bit more yarn here too. So we chain 2, and you can look at your work from this side. Once we chain and flip, you're not going through the both, so you're not inserting your hook right through these 2. It's back loop only for the entire pattern. So whenever you've turned the work, you'll see your work like this. Flip it towards you, and you can see the V's at the top here, like so. So we're just going into the back loop only. Half double crochet can be a bit tricky, so just take your time with it. Like so. And it's going to create this ribbed effect. So what we do is we chain 2, and we're going to repeat this back again. So we're going to go into all these back loops again, back over that way, until your work resembles something like this. Okay, so that's for the half double crochet. For the single crochet, it started the exact same way. I'm just going to pull this out. Do it. So we start off with our slip knot, and we chain whatever length. For the purpose of this video, I'm only chaining 10. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Okay, and you're going to go into the second here. So you're just going to go straight in, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to repeat that single crochet the whole way to the end of the foundation chain. And when we get to our last chain space, we are going to chain 1 for single crochet, turn our work, and we're going to do the exact same. We're going to crochet into the back loop only. So if you have 10 on the hook, you're going to have 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So remember, if you're going to chain 25, you're going to have 24, and so on. So yeah, we're just going to go into the back loop here, like so. And this is a repeat. So you're going to keep doing this until you finish your desired length and height. So remember your height. My mom's phone. Very peculiar. That phone's just went off by itself. Nobody was near it. And this last one. Okay, so you'll chain 1, flip your work, and go into this back loop. Okay, and that will repeat that pattern, and you will end up something like this. So the single crochet is a lot tighter than what the half double crochet is. You can see the difference there. That's very tight, where this is not as tight. So it's all personal preference, what you want. Okay, so once you get the desired height and length that you want, we are going to, I'm going to show you how to finish off the hat. So you bring the 2 sides together like so, and I need to chain 1 there. Now on the last one is the only time you'll chain 1. You don't need to chain 2, you just need to close that off. And that's for the half double. For the single crochet, you just chain 1. So we're going to go in, line up your stitches, and just slip and stitch. And continue this the whole way to the end. Sorry, I'm trying to keep in shot of the camera here. Now you don't worry, this is going to be flipped inside out, so this isn't going to be visible, this thing. You could single crochet up it, you could do whatever you want it really, but I just find slip stitching does the job as well. And that's just how I finish my hats. So to slip stitch, you're going, I should have said this at the very start, you're just going right through. You're not yarning over. You just pull through the yarn. So you're slipping it right through the stitch. Just make sure at the end, line up your last 2 stitches. Now as well, if this is your first time crocheting and you do miss the odd stitch and you find that it's going in a little bit at the top, please don't stress, because it's a really, really forgiving pattern. So I just always yarn right through and pull it through. And then we get our darning needle. Chunky yarn always just is that wee bit more harder to get through. Always end up getting one through and not the other one. There we go. What's this now? Okay, so once we get this done, what we are going to do is we are going to weave in and out the top here. Okay, so we leave this wee bit here because we're going to secure that off. So we insert our yarn and we just weave through the top. Again, doesn't have to be very uniformed. I just tend to weave in and out through these parts. Okay, so now that that has done, all we're simply going to do is cinch this closed nice and tight. Now make sure it is good and tight and don't be scared to, you know, give it a good tug there. And then what I do is I'm going to cut this tail a bit because I don't need as much whenever I'm sewing in the bobble. Just going to secure this by tying these two ends together nice and tight. Like so. So I'm going to quickly flip it inside out for you to let you see. That is how simple this little hat is made. Like so. Whoops, sorry.